Yeah, it's just a nice, well, it's about just shy of 60 degrees here in the parking lot this morning. A nice period, good. It looks like it's gonna be a nice, clear, calm day. It's nice when the stars are out a bit. Um, the moon's already on its way towards that part of the sky where it'll disappear for a while and then come back full again or whatever, or work its way back to full. But oh well. Yeah, like I said, I'd love to have more and more to go on about, but you know, I really don't want to talk about all the stuff that's been going on. Just kind of sad some of the things that go on in the news and well, let's get all right now. You'll notice if this video doesn't have Doctor Who news in the title. That's because there isn't any. As far as I know, the next set of filming, if it does happen this week, if it's going to be at the places I think it's going to be, which is a power station, I can't remember the name of it. It's going to be probably closed set. Of course, the usual suspects have crawled out of their holes and they're spamming the DWSR hashtag and they're claiming they're doing it in the name of preserving the sacred text of the script away from us evil people. And I'm like, um, but it's like, no, they're doing it just to be bullies and they know it. It makes them feel superior somehow, especially when you do it for a cause. But yeah, and of course, the Depp Heard trial is, coming to its end. God, that thing's caused me miles and miles of laughter because I don't know who is running the defense on that thing. Good morning, everybody coming in. But my God, she'd have been better off with the law offices of Groucho, Chico, Harpo, and Zeppo. I'm not kidding. It almost made me feel bad, for Amber's lawyers that they've got to try to, you know, like they're trying to prove their case that this is all bull. But meanwhile, Johnny's lawyers are proving it's more bull. And they're doing it hands down. Oh, yeah, I saw that clip too, yeah, where they were trying to compare her career to Jason Momoa's. It's like, and the one guy's like, yeah, Jason Momoa had literally worked his way up to this point. He'd been in God, plus, between Game of Thrones and God knows how many other roles. And somebody who's getting upset because it's looking more and more like, Johnny did whisper in somebody's ear and got her that role. I know it. Yeah, I used this makeup kit to conceal my bruises and all that, and blah blah. Yeah, it's a makeup kit that didn't exist till a year after she left Johnny Depp. Sorry, I got a little stuff in my throat there. So it's like, how, she's even sitting there giving a tutorial of which makeup she used in this kit. And it's like, how'd you use a kit that didn't exist yet? Uh, and then, of course, there was a couple times when she was on the stand, and instead of saying compact or makeup, she actually says the word bruise kit. Bruise kits are literally a thing for, what do you call it, special effects guys to make bruises on a face, not conceal them. And you heard it out of her own mouth, bruise kit. Oh, man, it's just, just amazes me. Plus, as I was discussing with the missus this morning, if Johnny Depp had been this rapid, woman beating monster, why hasn't Winona Ryder come forward and said anything, you know, in the past? Or why hasn't Kate Moss? Why hasn't this person? Why hasn't that person? It's like, I'm sorry, but I've seen this behavior. Because I've had people around me who have been with abusive people. And Apparently, from what I heard, Kate Moss is possibly coming in to testify today. And that's going to basically shovel the dirt over Amber Heard's case. And the sad part is she did it to herself. The second she said Kate Moss's name, that means boom, we can call her for a rebuttal witness. Because one of the things people didn't know about this trial was the fact that they managed to get this thing passed where none of Johnny's previous girlfriends or wives could come forward to testify. Because they, well, that's not relevant. I think it is, but somehow but the thing, there was a stipulation. If any of them get mentioned, that opens the door, because then we can call them as rebuttal witnesses. And sure enough, what's her name's off on one of her spiels and mentions Kate Moss right off the, it's like, about this rumor that, he pushed her down the stairs. And that's what it was. It was hearsay. It was a rumor. It never even actually happened. Ugh. So now they're going to bring her on, apparently, from what I heard today, and that's going to basically sink, the ship on that. I agree with you on that thing. I think Dave Tennant, if they really wanted to solidify the fact that this is not the 10th Doctor, they should have let him do his Scottish accent. Let him keep his own. They let Peter Capaldi keep his own. They let, Jodie Whittaker keep her own. I don't know why they've got this big thing against David Tennant, speaking, as he normally does in real life. And I think that would have solidified the fact that, no, this is not the 10th Doctor. There's people literally still going around on the internet screaming about how Rose Tyler has been recast. And it's like, Rose Tyler hasn't been recast, you numbskull. And there's still people pointing at him and saying, that's got to be the Metacrisis Doctor. It's got to be the Metacrisis Doctor. Then how does the Metacrisis Doctor have Jodie Whittaker's TARDIS? You see, that don't make any sense at all. Why would the Metacrisis Doctor, get his own TARDIS and then jump dimensions when the dimension doors have been closed? Especially with Gallifrey completely out of the picture now. That was another reason why I don't cry for Gallifrey, being wiped out. And like I said, it to me was just there for the occasional background story. You're scared about the 60th. Sorry, I only caught that bit before the thing disappeared off my screen. From what I'm hearing, yeah, like I said, the 60th is more than just all right. All right, you think they're going to be Tennant fan wing specials? Okay, the reason why they're doing this, the reason why it was Tennant brought in, because you're going into the year for the 60th anniversary special. Now you're trying to put a new Doctor in. And you've only got, this is why Chibnall didn't want to do a Christmas special with Jodie Whittaker, plus he didn't have all that time to write it. Now, a lot of people, of course, use the Christmas Invasion as an example of Tennant's first episode, but that was our first regeneration in this era, the new era. And also, Chibnall would have had only X amount of time to get it out, which was impossible, from the time he took over. He didn't want to rush it out. Unfortunately, they did rush out some stuff there towards the end of Flux, and you can tell. Let's see, where was I at? All right, so the reason why Tennant's being brought in is to kind of bridge the gap. He's only there for that 3 specials. He's not staying on. The only reason they could get him was because he's not filming a whole season, you see. He's only going to film those 3 specials, and that's it. And like I said, that's what I'm hearing is 3 specials. Which, would be nice, because they should have done that for the 50th anniversary. But no, I got a better idea. Let's back up the last half of the previous season into 2013, and that way people feel like they got, something more than just the 75-minute feature-length movie we made in 3D. I've not had a chance to look at any of Shooty previous work, so, but like I said, I don't think RTD would have just said, haha, I think I'll do this because it ticks all the boxes, ha 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 ha. What a load of shit. They're still going on and on about that in the usual channels. So, once again, like I said, it's Wednesday. Got a 3-day weekend coming up. I think I'll mow the lawn. From what I'm hearing from my source, yeah, it's the same guy who told me about the fact that it was going to be Tenet. I'm waiting for him to confirm it, though, before I jump for joy. But considering the fact that, I was really skeptical about Tenet and that came to pass, so it's not that all unbelievable. Plus the fact that they've begun filming so early, when if this was just the 60th anniversary special per se, that it wouldn't be airing till, say, November of next year, then why are they filming it now? You see what I mean? Now, it could be, you could use the explanation, well, this is the only opening we had in Tenet's schedule. But at the same time, it's like, they're filming it kind of early, aren't they? If it's only going to be one special. Because they could have waited till later in the year, or even later in the summer. Yeah, I don't watch anything by Turdotic and all that stuff, all them other guys. I just don't waste my time with them. Usually where I hear the majority of it's when Mr. TARDIS is ripping apart their case, like a crazy man. He's cutting through them like Johnny Depp's lawyers to Amber Heard's case. There's a new version of Unit. Wait a minute, what? It's all they've done is they've given the squatties some new body armor. I don't know. I don't see why it's a new version of Unit. Okay, folks. Well, it's about that time. So I'm going to go ahead and run inside. Please, please. Have a great day, y'all. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Also, watch out. COVID's still running around. I was just reading somewhere where they had a major convention and somebody's already tested, COVID positive on that. So please be careful out there, okay? This thing is still running around. All right, have a great morning, everybody. I got to get running in. Take care, everyone.